that gracefully. That's just rude.
At least it wasn't
There's always worse.
Yes. Not that that's happened, but
Stories. The stories we've
a
heard.
friend. Happened to a friend.
It's funny seeing the grass sticking out of her.
They're like, I didn't even get a chance to do anything with that.
Okay, Pinto, come here. Pinto. Pinto, come here. They're not treats.
No, and this is not like we're bringing any parts off, really. This is sick.
I know. A friend of mine who's a vet student, I told her I'd take a video because she's never seen it done.
There you go. Yeah. It's not some of the things that they teach you about in vet school.
So how many are you going to put on?
Basically, we're going to stack a bunch of them on there so there's nothing to catch.
Okay.
And that way there's less likelihood of one slipping off. So.
Okay.
And I do find, here, you can hold your own.
So basically just like waiting for the blood circulation to, and it just falls off.
Yep, exactly. So 3 or 4 weeks from now, it basically is sort of like a umbilical cord.
Right. Just kind of dies and
Yeah.
drops off.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember seeing them doing this with a sheep, like when I was a baby. Not when I
Well-
was a baby, when I was like young.
I was
My memory's
they
not
just
that
took me out
good.
there. Look, kid, this is the world.
Yeah. My brother was mortified when he saw it.
Yeah, it is. Well, like you say, it's what they do. The sheep for their tails. I think the piglets, they even kind of do them for tails now.
Yeah.
too.
You used to do it for dogs before it.
Yes. Although they didn't used to, most of the dogs, or did they use a lot? I don't know. I never did dogs, so.
From what I've been told by the breeders I know, is before it became outlawed,
Okay.
was that, yeah, they would, when they were pups, they would just, I think it was the tails.
Well, yeah, we used to, well, I shouldn't say that. We did do tail docking when I was just learning about it in some of those breeds. In newborn puppies, we didn't do, they didn't do the elastrator bands. They usually brought them in and we did them surgically.
Oh, is that, maybe I'm just going crazy.
This is kind of the farm way of doing it.
So what's in that little sack of stuff that'll fall off?
Basically, it's skin and a little bit of a lining from the
Okay.
internal part of the abdominal wall. But
But she obviously doesn't need it anymore.
no, well, it was not supposed to be there in the first place. So,
Is it just access that groove?
well, there's actually an opening there, so probably part of the sac was down there. So it normally is the area where the umbilical cord would have fallen out and it would have grown around it. It just was a failure of the body wall to close, so it allows that stuff to herniate out
leak
and
out,
have a
yeah.
sac.
Okay.
That's why we do it down instead of standing too, is just in case there's a little piece of gut down in there. You want to make sure that it gets tucked back in.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then
So-
the hole will just close up on its own once that's gone.
And normally what we used to do with these guys surgically is we do a little kind of cut that off and then do a stitch inside and outside, but you are making a hole in the abdominal wall. So there's a little bit of a risk factor
Yeah.
with things there. And then you oftentimes found, what I kind of like about this one is it actually is very cosmetic. There's no little ridge of scarring.
Yeah.
That
Well, it's just the
oftentimes you
body
got.
dealing with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, and this is just kind of the quick cheater way of going. Some of the farms were doing them even without, when they were small, they just flipped them on their back and do them. But I much prefer this.
Because it's had not like
Yeah.
a longer time to
Exactly.
deal
Will
with
it
it.
hurt when she wakes up? Like, will it?
You know, it's usually a little bit numb. I do find some of them might be a little,
Wiggly.
it's almost like there's something biting at them
Yeah.
until it starts to die off. So some of them are a little agitated. I find it really doesn't take very long though before
mostly it's done.
Yeah.
The toughest part is guesstimating how long it takes for, and obviously the bigger it is, but usually it seems about 3 to 4 weeks is when it kind of starts to crack off at the belly and just falls off.
Makes sense.
You know what you should do now is get a book and like sit with her and pretend to be reading and have her like sleep with you. That's my dream. I've always wanted that with a horse, to like sit under a tree and have it rest on me. And
I like it.
I could read, but then you could like totally cheat it. They won't know she's sleeping.
Just post those pictures before the rest of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Or the video of her falling over.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, that's about it.
Takes longer to lay them down and stand them up.
Yeah.